Hello, Year 4. This is your Friday feedback. Now, you might be sat there wondering why I'm wearing a hat and some glasses in my feedback today. But it's Friday, isn't it? We got to dress to express. So, I'm wearing my hat and my sunglasses to express that I am very much ready for summer and the sun. It has rained all day today. It's been grey and miserable, and I am ready for the summer. So, I'm going to keep my glasses on, keep my hat on, and pretend that it is nice and warm outside. Anyway, let's get back to the Friday feedback. So let's get started. Miss Paget did it with you last Friday, and we are again blown away with the amazing work that you have done this week. Now, I know it's week 5 and next week is our last week of term, and you might be feeling like, oh, I'm struggling a bit now, I'm losing my motivation. Keep going, guys, okay? Me and Miss Paget, we smile so much when we receive an email from you. We love reading your work. It makes us so happy to see that you're engaging with the home learning, to see you improving your maths and English skills. It's great to see that you're all really into the wider curriculum activities. So keep it going. Got one more week to go. You're going to absolutely smash it. Anyway, this week, let's talk about maths. We did fractions of amounts this week. Now, fractions have been a bit of a challenging unit for some. Some of you may have found it less challenging. But for some, you've been so resilient with it. And we have been so impressed with the effort you're putting into it, how hardworking you are, the resilience. I've not had anyone give up on it. It's been fantastic, and it's not an easy concept. And especially this week, fractions of amounts. Fractions of amounts can really throw us off a little bit, and it can make us feel, oh my gosh, what on earth do you mean? But from what I've seen, you've all done amazing, okay? So you should feel really proud of yourselves. You've overcome something really challenging, and we are really, really proud of you. I just want to also mention that the presentation in your books is fantastic. The work I've certainly received and Miss Paget received, the bar models are drawn beautifully, and you have just done a smashing job on your presentation with maths. Now, I know in maths we do a lot of drawing, don't we? And we do a lot of models here and there. It might be a part whole model, it might be a bar model. But we are so impressed with your presentation on bar models and how you have presented your fraction work. So a pat on the back to you all. Well done. Absolutely smashed it maths this week. Next week we're going to do something different. We're going to do area. So make sure you check into the maths lessons next week. Hopefully they'll be good fun. Okay, English this week. We were tackling figurative language, which can be, again, another challenging concept. Sometimes it makes my head go like, whoa, and I have to really think about it. So, figurative language. You have all impressed me and Miss Paget with your imagination, your creativity, with similes, metaphors, your personification. For me, especially personification. Some of them I have been blown away by the sentences that you have produced, and I can't believe how creative Year 4 are. They're just absolutely fantastic. So a massive well done to you. Give yourselves a pat on the back for the figurative language and keep adding them in your work. Just because we've done them this week doesn't mean that when we come to write another descriptive paragraph, get it in there. Okay, now that you've mastered it, throw it in. It's brilliant. We're so impressed with it. Another thing is your handwriting. Now, your handwriting is improving massively. I have definitely noticed it with my class, and I'm sure Miss Paget, your class, have done exactly the same. Just keep on top of your handwriting, okay? We've seen a massive improvement and it's amazing, but keep going with it. The lovely Miss McEwen has made some videos to support you with your handwriting. So check them out. They're on our home learning page. And Miss McEwen has related them all to our weekly spellings. So check that out to make sure you stay on top of that beautiful handwriting that you all have. Another thing to celebrate is your vocabulary. Again, me and Miss Paget are just blown away with the words that you're coming out with. The vocabulary is so rich and enticing, and it's beautiful. Some words that I particularly liked this week: furious. I think that really expresses how angry someone is. You're furious. It's a beautiful word. Slithering. Love that one. We haven't really used much of that one in our English. And that one was just a fantastic word. And looming. Love that. Absolutely brilliant. So well done, Year 4. Your vocabulary is getting better and better. Okay, your handwriting's getting better and better. And the figurative language you've done this week was just so creative, so imaginative, and we are so impressed by it. Just keep going with it, okay? Keep on top of what you're doing because you're smashing it. Wider curriculum. Another thing, your geography posters should be celebrated. I want to put them up all over Year 4 and show them off to everybody because they've been brilliant. Some of you have done them by hand. Some of you have done them on the computer. I mean, I can't believe how creative some of you have been about it. So massive well done with your geography posters you've done this week. It's been brilliant. And also PE, remember it's always good to stay active, especially at the moment. It might be a bit, with the weather being a bit grey and damp, you might be like, oh, I'm not in the mood to do any exercise. But keep on top of it, okay? You're doing a smashing job with your PE. And some of the Joe Wicks workouts are hilarious. Oh, they make me very, very out of breath. But I definitely feel really good after doing them. So keep going with PE. You're smashing it, Year 4. So many things to celebrate. And you all should be really proud of what you're achieving this week and what you've achieved throughout all of home learning. So next steps then, things we can do to make ourselves even better. So I've got English, I've got punctuation. We just need to make sure that we are punctuating correctly and accurately. Make sure you've got your capital letters, your full stops, commas. We need to start including commas in our sentences now. Now, when I've need to make sure I've punctuated my work correctly, I read it aloud to myself. And when there is a natural pause, that's where your comma needs to go. So try and include your commas, your capital letters, your full stops in your English work next week and forevermore, making sure then that your punctuation, your handwriting go together nicely and your piece of work is just beautiful. Another thing to think about is the adjectives that we are using. So yes, we've got amazing vocabulary, but sometimes we use adjectives that don't necessarily quite go that well together. So I've got an example here. I've got damp and wet. So some of you might use damp, wet cloth. Okay, I feel like damp and wet, they've got two very similar meanings. Can we think of a different adjective to go with either one of them? Maybe it possibly could be the damp red cloth. Okay, I'm sure you could come up with much better vocabulary than I've just done. But think about those adjectives. Do they go well together? Again, read it aloud to yourself to see if it actually makes sense. Okay, think about, do the meaning of those words work well together? Now that we understand what expanded noun phrases are and we're really good at using them, this is where now we need to make a bit of a change. Okay, we need to think about, right, do these adjectives work well together? Can I think of something better? And now that our vocabulary is expanding, we can definitely improve those adjectives. Okay, so something to think about. And just remember to read over your work. So maths, I've put to revise fractions. Okay, so just because we finished our unit on fractions doesn't mean we stop using them. You keep revising them. Okay, so just keep on top of that fraction work. And you challenge yourselves. Okay, so on our maths learning, I put challenges attached to your sheets. Have a go at working them out, okay? Even if you find them really, really tricky, just give them a go, okay? And I'm sure you'll absolutely smash it, sorry. So keep challenging yourself. And then lastly, you've got other things to do. You've got Bug Club. So make sure you check that out. Read the books on there. Lots and lots of different types of books. So check out Bug Club. I don't know if I said that properly then. Okay, we've got our Teams meeting on our Mondays and Thursdays. And I know for me and Miss Paget, they brighten up our week. We love them. So keep attending our Teams meeting. We'll try and make them fun. And it's lovely just to share the things that you've done at home and for everyone to see each other. So keep that going. Maths and Spelling Shed, use them, okay? They have now put on some weekly quizzes. I know how much Year 4 loves a weekly quiz. So check out Maths and Spelling Shed. They're a really good resource to just stay on top of your basic math skills and your spelling, okay? And screen-free time. So just remember to give yourself a break from the screen, the laptop you're on or the iPad or whatever device you're using. Give yourself some time away from it. And then if you need to come back to it, then you can, but just have some screen-free time next week. Okay, so well done Year 4. Another amazing week. It's the last week next week, and embrace all the activities we give you. Embrace all of the home learning and have loads and loads of fun with it. I hope that you are all expressing yourself. Express to dress. Or it's address to express, sorry. Send us pictures of yourselves. It'd be lovely to see you all. So have a lovely Friday. Take care, everybody. Bye.